khi thứ chế sao chỉ được sợ cho yên gì mà sao chỉ chẳng ngủ chỉ là sáng xa lo sẽ con nhẹ cho vợ cho ta mà sẽ sa chen đờ là con bắt đâm phổ nhẹ ngàn nên chỉ tên đờ na cho chỉ so tiết trên khi ba cho là sáng xa lo Boga dana la ya yoni shana jalwa kapta yam jalum sa shu namba na ya tsar da tawa ta cham den da ya la la shang sa lo ye con ta ma ma ji ji che de xiao ji zhong de ya ne ru zhen zhe se xin he se sam se ka de yi se song chang me de ge la xiang ce lo这个也学我走的你，觉得难得找你我这是你人在你长得个头在这你相同这了相思路。路卡的浪尖强把的了用我见的这个种子分，满个大热头发俺送进千百一心把那相思路。那是秋景苦路过在地擦的，将这了千不单，咱就种的光把年眼的头能看着了相思路。得等不到不讲等的，在不吃烂都长都白呀，给人着啊，感觉学白用的心眼，就在东从不了凶。这些把这个真着当口当给自在当心看当，这件三秋总不见着哇，听着可嘛当送着哇凶。来的今啊，说话大本头，到时讲那你不啥小事，你当恩朋他做小娃，当秋冬真心别软在读书。
Oh, Shidalek, everybody, how are you? Congratulations, Vinicius. Okay, I'm just trying to see where my screen's gone. Just a moment, okay, everybody. Touch the leg. So sorry. It's all this Zoom thing and so forth, hard to manage. But anyway, so just a moment. Let me try this again. Okay. Can you see me? Can you see me and hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, please bring forth the vast aspiration of the Bodhisattva on this auspicious full moon day of the Saga Dawa. Okay, so think of bringing all motherly sentient beings whose number pervade the vastness of space, and I want to bring them all to the stage of perfect and complete Buddhahood. To do so, I will engage in the Buddha Puja and shower of blessings. We'll begin with the praise to Lama Vajra Sattva, and then Dujumtar Sarungandro, then treasure of blessings Buddha Sadhana, and then Guru Rinpoche Sok. Okay.
Te la mi tu la cha se de
Saga
We're on page 20, Praise to the Buddha.
Kanse kanye soe kyo tamanse sachen de lai komba tumbone ngane jikden de nai choche soe de se keba chola chaselo tampo kanden lai yune chun jebu kato yumje lon soju Lumbi ni ce tu tu ba tamai chom den la ye la la cha se lo xie ye kang do ma ma jie xi ju xia ye zhong do xu nu zhe zhen zhe se ji ne so sa cu kap do xie se sun zu mi gu la cha se lo 中介国系的九位区点内区点南大中度扎生，内人咱年长度各度在今年军党在拉加塞罗，也别卡多浪青年把对杨把监督至于张贼。 Manga daru tupa ngasa je kimbi yishen barla chaselo. Wara nasre chuyi kolo koro enze de cedo churu chenpo den. Zacho chondo gongpa nyangin de tuni namka jala chaselo. Didara tempe dahu chumden de zebe chula dozam debayi. Given Roa Gunji Juba Yang, the Shini Jin the Dang Tsumba Shu. Dewarai Shibai Chigoi Chinda Aidai Kordai Guzi Tsedan Shingamada Chiji Tsencho Samboi Jindawa Dendai Konai Dason Juwai Shu. Sanje Chudan Choji Chonama Lai Janchue Pardoe Dani Jesuji Dagi Jinso Jibi Sunama Jin Jola Pinjire Sanje Drubai Shu Sanje Chudan Choji Chonama Lai Janchue Pardoe Dani Jesuji Dagi Jinso Jibi Sunama Jin Jola Pinjire Sanje Drubai Shu Sanje Chudan Soji Chonama Lai Janchu Pardo Dani Japsuji Dagi Jinso Jibi Sunama Jin Jola Pinjire Sanje Drubai Shu. Senjen Dedan Denjui Ji Dungi Kundan Jewala Shu Dedan Dadu Minde Shin Chugun Nyamni Dowa Shu Senjen Dedan Denjui Ji Dungi Kundan Jewala Shu Dedan Dadu Minde Shin Chugun Nyamni Dowa Shu Simjin Dedan Denjuru Ji Dungi Kundan Jewala Shu Dedan Dadu Minde Shin Chugun Nyamni Doba Shu. Jimi Dombai Ni Dai Denjun Ki Na Wai Nga Mi Sun Ju Ju Min Su Ran Du Nan Kai Chu Jin Jia Cu Rin Qin Xin Zhe Ben Yin Da Wei Ding Bai Cong Mi Xia Jia Xin Ge Ni Si Yin Do Jin Cen Dai Bei Jian De Chu Gu Sum Su Do Ji Ji Zhong Shu Cha Ye San Nün Cha Jia Lei Jiang Xin Cha Yun Nyam Sha Du Zi Long Si Nama Si Yi Ri De Si Ji Ben Ba Wa Yi Xi Wu Si Re Zha Wei Ka Yin Jia Wai Ni Wei Se Ji Ne Den Ju Zhu Su Pa Zo Jia Zu Ko Ye Yong Ko Xin Zhen Bai Zam Ji Si Xi Ta Ni Le Nam Zhu De Wa Cho Gi Bai Zu Wa Jiao Gun Du Bei Da Ni Qian Bo Se Ning Ji Qian Bu Zun De Ning Mi Xie Sung Ne Me Lam Qian Bo Nga Jia Da Bai Ge Lai Da Nga Chen Du Qi Min Do Dun Bai Tu Ji Jian La Cha Se Lo Da Xin Guo Song A Ge So Long Ju Jie Gun Sang Chu Bei Zhen Du Ming Nian Bu To Mi Ne Sa Di Dong Ma Lu Ba Ning Nian Ju Ba Zha Bu Su Su Xia Pa Dang Su Su Ji Yu Ge Wa Ne Du Sum Sa La Jie Su Yi Rang Sa Jin Jia Qi Chu Ji Ku Lu Zu Chu Ju Yu Mi Jie Ba Gu Du Su Chu Ni Nam Ka Da Bu Yi Xi Gu Du Sum Pun Ju Me Ba Shu Me Ji Tuji Namula Jinji Tsudun Gyang Chubi Sugu Dato Nawaranzu Dagi Dusum Sakbi Kiso Ji Kajewan Jowa Gunla Penledo Chuji Jebo Dato Nichi Jin Chuji Jewe Gopang Topasho Daja Nimi Jowa Gumi Namai Tuji Lapa Sungwe Gadin Xingdang Dundre Renjin Nam Sung Ye Nawa Jini Jeje Chenlani Dije Japcho Tsungme Jibu Ru Yichi Debe Ningne Sundrena Ngungi Damja Chenpo Manya Wala Jiangju Badu Tuji Jenzin Zu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabara Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shaja Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabara Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shaja Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabra Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shakya Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabra Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shakya Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabra Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shakya Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabra Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shakya Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Lama Dumba Jumden de Tishin Shewa Jumba Yang Dabra Zobe Sanje Be Gewa Shakya Tuba La Cha Celo Chudo Japsu Chi Wu Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha Daya Ta Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha 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 Om Muni Muni Ma Muna Ye Soha
Mahamuna Swaha Om Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Om Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Om Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Om Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Swaha Mune Mune Mahamuna Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som 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 Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som 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 Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Om Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani Mani Mahamane Som Mani
Mani Mani Mahamana Yesoha Om 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 Mani Mani Mahamana Yesoha Rinchen Samde Samvai Chave Chve Tishin Shiva Shima Namda Tambe Chve Kuncho Tima Meda Sanje Seda Semanam Cheva Te Yuntin Jaso Namla Leva Chve Meto Drivo Chini Yubata Mingi Namba Kashi Yubata Jikten Rinchen Chini Yubata Chusa Yedu Unwa Rinchen Rewa Tane Deshin Doa Nase Sajo Wishin Yagata Jijin Meto Jinre Pivata Shingan Dresa Yoga Tupa Taso Jikden Naya Titane Pedan Pasa Shinda Rinchen Shin Name Tumbe Loto Nambata Shinya Chubara Veje Namane Sodan Zimbo Peme Jimbata Namba Shinto Genye Yunde Nanga Ramja Kamje Toto Yunsu Sunwa Meba Teda Gen Loye Lone Tuba Jiji Cho Sedan Simana Cheva Namla Limbuna Yune Tamba Tuji Chinam Ji Dala Sirgun Dagi Didashi Tane Sunama Minde Jinchin De Chube Nushin Dala Jumachi Tena Shinde Gombe Gunji De Dagi Tende Niji Tuji Kildan Tese Namla Dagi Ne Dagi Lugun Tendo Mbuji Semba Chona Dani Yonshi Shi Gube Chuye Banzo Chuwa Tani Chuji Yonso Sume Na Sina Minji Simjin Pimbaji Minji Dila Yangda Daji Jin Diba Xinyang Lenji Miji Dom Donsum Gundu Jingin Dawa Yi Ticho Namji Tuan Namji Gu Sirjan Suma Chido Cheba To Shambarwa Teta Chubra Tuan Chune Chula Yu We Meda Menda Rada Pemata Pepe Laso Jishin Tamje Da Chungwa Pele Yu Namji Chu Pecho Yi To Tingin Cheba Yi Dube Tinsa Namjan Tela Sergi Pemo Sardo Ngaraye, Rinjin Drame Namjan Uwaji, Sashi Tarwa Piji Chubater, Meda Yun Silman Jambaja, Sherme Pura Denya Yunde, Muti Rinjin Jinchan Zembarawa, Paye Nangi Jinjura Teda Aja, Tuji Ranshin Janla Uwaji. Rinjin Tunze Sergi Yuwaji, Kuyo Jinjin Namba Yunde, Ible Dana Duva Dwiaya, Tado Tuan Uwaji. Tele Shia Chepeso, Rama Yunde, Simjin Dunye Serjepe, Chinamaya Susu Nejuji, Tamche Kuncho Tamjetan, Chedenam Yakusula, Vincin Meto La Socha, Yumi Chepa Imbaru. Jidre Javiala Sope, Kilvai Namla Chunzeba, Tishin Dagi Tishin Yungo Sedan Yunden Jaso Namlada Penya Yela Jasudu Penya Yindin Tedala Nebara Kundu Yunju Tembe kule yeshike na tobe na wa chembe dadan senjen tam jege triba tamje seshin Trikpa chenpo lamgi yenden tulshindu jede chilmi dope sanenpa injo.
From Buddha's wisdom body, many colored rays greatly illuminate myself and all sentient beings, so that all obscurations are dispelled. The qualities of the path of Mahayana are completed. and never returning to samsara, the state of Buddhahood is attained. Through this merit, may I quickly accomplish the Tathagata, and through that may all beings without exception be established at that level. Page 51. The wisdom intention of Buddha and Bodhisattva activity, prayer, wisdom, omniscience, love, and power is a supreme wisdom miracle. May all sentient beings become like that. Now, shower of blessings, Guru Yoga Tsok. Mine's on page 61, 62, beginning with the 7 line prayers.
Yazen chogi ngudu nye pema june she soja kodo kando mambu go jiji jisu daru ki shinji labje she so su guru pema se di Pema Kisa Dombola Yazen Chogi Ngudu Nye Pema June She Soja Kodo Kando Mambu Go Jiji Jisu Daru Ki Shinji Labje She So Su Guru Pema Se Di Pema Kisa Dombola Yazen Chogi Ngudu Nye Pema June She Soja Kodo Kando Mambu Go Jiji Jisu Daru Ki Shinji Labje She So Su Guru Pema Se Di Genji ma chun gen san mo gen ban jiu bei ma ji zhi mo ji mu zhu ge chao zui di jin kan zhi zuo yi xi zuo ye xia wa zu wa de xi na san wei ba ji xi wa dan la mi gu zi ten ba jin ye lo 你梦曾给希望经验了，我结果不懂希望经验了，才被希望结不了经验了，上班能见做完经验了。啊，上路他们那边正开出，我眼睛没。 Tanam ko shi so tin sa ba yin la jin den chu gang wei yu so rin jin pe don da ge den jam ni gun du o yin do ji chang tin be pen ba su ye yong dang zhe cha ye do ji yun be tu bong nam ta dang rin jin ru bi jin yi zi yu ni long ni de jin si jin ba koro do za fung kya zo jin da di jin la tu ji chan be da lai si chimi shi ko dong shu zha be de cha ta du zi yu dang long ju du su ma ge wei cuo kun san chi be jin du ming ne bu Tome ne sa de dong ma lui sha se je ge wa kun gi yin den gi xiao da ji bu gun bu nam zhe la ning ne yi ran de be sun de xin sab ji chu ge cha jin be ba gu ran xin ge wei ngo bo gun dong ne zhu kham jia zu ji si ne gi ba gun bo chu ye nam zhe ji ni de Kajawan Joan Jimbe Tundong Kemne Kundu Kinze Tajimbo Tuni Nimi Kyabcho Rimbo Che Ngatu Kube Nashin Dujuki Sundewe Pula Sewe Tuji Gong Bumbe Lone Tuji Sechungla Nuden Tagi Nila Chingi Lo Tadan Tsema Nyudu Tumbada Chodan tumu ngudu sedu Kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ji jingi labji shizu su guru pema sidi hong uyi yuji nubjan sam pema gizu dombo yamsen choki nguru nye pema juni shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ji jingi labji shizu su guru pema sidi hong Hu yin yin nu jiang sama pema gesa dongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june xie su zhang hu lo kanto mangpe kuro ji ji su da zhu ji qin ji lu ji xie su su guru pema si liang Hu yin yin nu jiang sama pema gesa dongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june xie su zhang hu lo kanto mangpe kuro ji ji su da zhu ji qin ji lu ji xie su su guru pema si liang Nubjan sama pema kesa tongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ye jinji loji shizu su guru pema sikyang Nubjan sama pema kesa tongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ye jinji loji shizu su guru pema sikyang Nubjan sama pema kesa tongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ye jinji loji shizu su guru pema sikyang Nubjan sama pema kesa tongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ye jinji loji shizu su guru pema sikyang Nubjan sama pema kesa tongpo la yamsen choki nguro nye pema june shizu cha kodo kanto mambu kuro jiji jizu daru ye jinji loji shizu su guru pema sikyang
Mugu gu sewa tabe lama yavyum ge jorsam dang tuka ne yeshe ki zer nanga bata tarachane rangi ningara timbe jujinge la para juru. As I pray fervently with devotion, 5-color wisdom light rays like filaments stretching radiate out from the union and the heart of the Lama Yabin Yum. They dissolve into my heart and bless my mind stream.
Si Om Banjo Guru Brahma Sundari 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 Om Om Banjo Guru Brahma Sundari 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 Om Banjo Guru Om Banjo Guru Brahma Sundari 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 Om Banjo Guru Brahma Hoi Ale Chin Tanyan Kabala Om Le Nang Si De Yin To So Xiang Om Gi De Chin Yi Xi Ri Bai Jui Ri Za Su Mai La Za Ye Bai Gang Om A Hoi Ri Om A Hoi Ri Om A Hoi Ri Oi Oi Ge Yu Ge Noi Jang Cai Be Mai Ge Sai Dong Bo La Yang Chen Cho Ge Ngu Zhuo Ni Be Man Zhuo Ni Xi Su Zha Ko Do Kan Zhuo Man Be Gui Ji 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 Su Da Zhu Yi Yin Cao La Jin Zhen Na Jin Ye Lao Zhi Xie Su Si Nian Chun Di Ru Jin Po La Po Chi Yi Xi Di Zi Ju Zhuo Da La Wang Xi Gu Ji Dan Long Jin Pa Chi Gu Chou Dan Te Mo Ngen Du Zi Lama Jizhen Bema Tujin Zai Rinzin Kangzhe Cuodang Jeba Yi Sasum Gundu Gewe Genvo La Megu Dongshu Zhabe Suwa De Ta jing go suma ge zo long ju je na sin du ge go ma san ni kun san de jing cho yi ko lo bu tu se ji she tu da ma gong ju ji so wan de so gu ru ren bo che jing ge lo she ren zen kan zu zo men den bo la cho tun zhu zhe dam zi nyam cha tam je jiang du su qi na san wei pa xie yin su zhe jiang zhu ba duan de min jin zi qing ce su nyam do yang en da de pe san ba ren yi zhu jing ye lo Omo a hon ben zhen gu ru pe ma si de Omo a hon ho Omo a hon ho Omo a hon ho Tasuma la do to la jin jin xie qi na san wei de jin chuo ju be Nam zi nyam cha tam je tu lo xia yin zin zha ge chu ji yin zu zhe Nyam ni de wa qian bu tu dang wang gang chua dang tu mong ru zai du yu su Tsa su ma la zo cho la jin jin xie qi na san wei de jin chuo ju be Tam zi nyam cha tam je tu lo xia yin zin zha ge chu ji yin zu zhe Nyam ni de wa qian bu tu dang wang gang chua dang tu mong ru zai du yu su Tsa su ma la zo cho la jin jin xie qi na san wei de jin chuo ju be Tam zi nyam cha tam je tu lo xia yin zin zha ge chu ji yin zu zhe Nyam ni de wa qian bu tu dang wang gang chua dang tu mong ru zai du yu su Te ye san je ni ne to ji den tham je je wai nu pa a re te mo chu ge mi shi su len jin te me lan ne Dewa Achila
Limen danger boxam Jeshingi ding du Gya ga shaki maja Ajanu yang be jung Ma de go dambe Chechok lag yu dang Je ba na tse tabe Ilam na jik zin yung Sinam chiki gyama Shinta la be Lo me shing le segi Eko jo ke son Yagi jitse bome Lingbo le ne ba Ya sum nam da so we Etendre la ya jung De le me tombe doje bendok na te la ma jumpe etera la bebdang Mindre de te dong wei Ga deng ki na anh ni Nyam gai lu ru lên về E ke che shi ge do De jim pogyo me be Shuk ki ne La dang la me sheri E ma gom kang je jong Ma dang kan je ning ding It's a gite pe Jale chako jubi Ine jub shikju Jale chako jubi Ne jub shikju Jale chako jubi In a drop shake show
来的心好下就下茶间别错了些恩节当家起心中点着当娘谁说说大当谁嘛牛都等主别把钱都把当听来都没主白子我在当把领打开拉米内什么一根竹什么来谁干嘛一定送穷民送让给内送天别过送节这将过送土节都这就他尼拉玛可杰都说干嘛的了红给三八着让给你个天别拉米图上心也没听见去过呢给完的牛都到我见了嘛做个呢做啊即将嘛了把的沙浪个白手马古里进来接大江塞了他们些多心肝大为破张多了嘛这面等不休那个等家没把耶你别下到主把的恐怕上梦土地绝进了对子龙多休故松土地进了街六万一送明白的三昧街道南明了王头主把接了休老道地地草那么大那顿把去修的后当龙去结把耶三把一心主把休这这刚这所配送草背那年度今天上门光去来大都主把接把休主把这边结果也进来南京主把的他是真多可能将三界等把送外休准备送别咱去那么证明就了就外休听把桥了俺你呢到话桥当等把休加入圣洁等这节见着马路往对面透明一心路不对这些等当等把休三界等把大卫对军心确定结把当主根的拉根能将心看他们这大话休大义六爱一送节对下所是路有多看了看对准备过把多没把用外休多拿公的马路个古着你的也没劲古松东这没把也南京三界牛多休圣经说完的把休拉美经济拉把休一等我着电话休看着龙灯七把休修炯把这是外休三界等把大心结把休圣经他这的心结把休您当成多去了去把休让心对你能给主把休让心到位给完的苦往年送通途虽说蓝牙没内心城市不送的休给我并且上前的拉美桥给等把的记得看了你这心健康用了大结束大义给早晚的当给早晚心大家今年等等拉美图用手做被人等当等把就一起三界给等把人不接大心给把机会给不懂等多就一起
Chimbadan sewa nipa sum thara jine zobe sanje sojoji Ruwa ri chuna nebe simjin tamje kowa dungin je jaso chimbo le jade Nyudung bara zobar sanje ba joji 도제 찬제 멘제네 진제 자웨라마 옌제기 로웨텐도 나나 가다바 대다단제 다기 두바이쇼
Okay, mine's on page 102, the prayer that swiftly fulfills all wishes. Emma ho tsuvi gesen peme dongbo la kunga ye shen tunge drubel ha rang jong chenpo pema yab yum ne kandro jingpong chenglai se wan de samba nudo drubar jinje lo lingen jebe namin toge Neden barche matro muge so keshe jembe melai seje be shanje ningne kolo ujenje Samba nudu druba jinje lo de dan tsuljem don la gomba da Tebe juje chayen o tsai she shera pinzon tsobe no dembo Semjen gunge julai ranju ne jikden deke dembara ujente Yudu drobar jinje lo kanla nenda dunga medeke Jumbo dendai gelbo cheba dai me che chenzen lam chai jekba che tseye padara to be ne kapo Shabda resai shendo ma che be tuje sonje guru ujenge Samba nudu drobar jinge lo De son sange Guru Rimbo Cheng Andro Kunda Dewai Chembo Bar Cheng Gunse Dende Dambo Se Hawaii de So Chinge Lan Se Chinai Sanwe Barache Shiwa Dan Sambal Lenge Rumbarai Jingelo De Son Sange Guru Rimbo Cheng Odru Kunda Dawa Chambusha Barche Kunsa Tende Dampo Se Sewa Devso Chinge Lam Dosa Chinai Sanway Bharche Shiva Nai Samba Rumbara Jenge Dezom Zange Guru Rimbo Chengodukanda Dewa Chembusha Barche Kunsen Dende Dambo Sewa Demso Jinge Laim Dosa Chinai Sanway Barache Shiva Nai Samba Lenge Dumbarai Jenge Om Benzara Agoro Ema Sinde Om Benzara Agoro Ema Sinde Om Benzara Agoro Ema Sinde Page 107. Sangye Kunge Ngo Kadren Chen Ujen Rimbo Chala Sewa Den Namje Tseden Nawa Numar Pema Vendu Kevara Jenge Lo Sangye Kusum Nebe Chen Labdan Chen Nimi Jura Dembe Chen La Gedeme Che Dembe Chen La Ke Jeta Ngo Shem Elam Drum Bara Sho Om Swasti Ye Yin Dhamma Me Shen Dorje So Tabjo Je Chama Ga Ning Je Zongju He Ru Kampan Te Tren Tse Tsa Song Gong Ba De Ba Ing Ne Ko Ngon Tse Gong Ne Lak Sam Tu Den Be Drup Ju Pema Karai Ring Loj Min Nyam Pe La Tu Ke Da Dra Wang Ak Chang Rik Ba Zem Ba She Be She Rodul Pa Wo Gang Ke Tsur Tong Ru Su Ke Ke Ba De De Ke Ma Ho Ren Dang Shu Jung En Gom Tu Je Zen Ga Me Ten Jung Tu Da Da Cha Ru De Sum Yo Me Dang Be Adara Sha Chube Dajen Nurdu Charwa Ne Tenro Gombon Dambara Jensed Lume Gonjo Zasum Dentu Dan Daso Zeche Sewa Tabede Jingme Ye Shin Drup Ze Sama Yam Om Swasti Sangye Peme Tuje Dadon Tsen Ngo Tsara Chube Ge Sarashe Balen Rodul Gelwe Shalken Dadar Kazan Dulje Senam Beldu Sha Rikzin Yugu Sansum Yeshin Tselme Chinle De Gu Rabjove Sasum Ke Gu Rewa Kongchin Yongdru Tabe Ngowo Shabden Se Kencho Sasum Chanso Dento Dan Denga Damchen Chamdrel Tutse Daja Membe Dendre Hunge Dro Dro Den Lab Chen Geng Me Tara Chen Sho Om Swasti Tenyo Sotsai De Chen Dorje Ru Drupje Chime Nyume Yeshese. Dudul Pema Te Chen Heru Ke Nanse Zene Tse Wan Jin Chenpo Jigme Ngagi Wan Shu Kenzet. Sapsan Nurbu Ze Chan Dorje Zin Tome Chinle Nambara Gelwe De Sansu Meshe Tabara Chojes. Vimala Danga Da Chide Ye Tuje Gome Tuke Damche Tar Nigdu Tendan Rove Pungnendo. Yome Dorjing Oro Tenjo Se Medan Hasam Gewe Savengan Dene Lume Drishirgege. Chetara Memba Dresar Yozawe Sasum Trashi Page Joroche. Om Swasti Gelwa Choyan Yeshe Jume Jume Lingpe Yangsi Rabru. Kuchen Geltru Sanga Tenzin Cho Kuse Ta Tenze Chen Rabge Sho. Om Swasti Tsela Rizin Jansu Ngowo Ni Chime Soke Dorje Jin Lak. Dungse Janna Kaljar Shabden Chen Lap Chen Tendru Zepa Thara Chen Sho. Om Mama Rani Zivente Ye Swaha. Om Swasti Lume Chamne Jansu Jintui. Jigme Tupten Chinle Pelbaragi Shape Mishe Kaljar Rabden. Lap Chen Tendru Sheden Thara Chen Sho. Om Swasti Drupju Shije Temba Zimbe Da Dingre Wangdu Choke Drubeko. Kutse Sithe Bardu Rabtene Shempen Leje Chinle Lundro Sho. Lama Kukam Zangwara Sewa De Chodu Kutse Ringwara Sewa De Chinle Darjinge Bara Sewa. Lama Danjewa Membara Jinge Lo Pende Jungwe Neji Po Temba Yunre Neba. Temba Zimbe Kebo Nam Kuse Getsen Denjurche Donga Chetsu Sangla Manoro. Kishin Drumne Rikzen Jube Sem Tupten Ningbo Sanga Ngajur. Temba Pelge Zamling Chab Juruche, Peme Ringlo, Ngajuru Zoba Cheng, Eden Ningbo Shinda Dujun. Gange Sabdere Temba Siteba. Mino Shedan Drube Zenjuruche. Ken lo che son ring lo che zam le sa son cha para tel jo je cho son na wa da me de son ke le sho. Allahu Tashilag everybody, auspicious Saga Dawa full moon. Shower of blessings, Guru Yoga, so blessings to you all. Tashilag. Ini Bumpada Kapaladani Chidazim. So now the Tsok ceremony is done. Today there are some who want to take refuge, and if you want to witness them taking refuge, you can stay. Otherwise, then you can close. The closing prayer is on page 125, and you can just do that on your own. You can do that on your own, and then you can, receive the blessings and go to sleep. If you want to stay and then witness the Sangha taking refuge, please do, because we need support of the Sangha for them to take refuge. This is now, refuge belongs to the individual liberation vow. There are three kinds of vows. The first one is called the individual liberation vow. It begins from refuge and goes on to the fully ordained monk and nun's vow. That's the individual liberation vow. Then the second kind of vow is the bodhisattva vow of the Mahayana. Yeah, that's the blessings. Please enjoy the blessings. Allah Allahu Oma Hum Benza Guru Pema Tedrenze Benza Samayaza Siddhi Phala Hum Kaya Wakatsita Sarva Siddhi Phala Hum. Okay. So the third kind of vow is the vow of the Vidyadharas. It's called the secret tantric vow. So now today this one is according to the individual liberation vow. And in order to take refuge, you have to take refuge from somebody who already has taken a refuge vow and then has the refuge vow intact. And likewise, to bestow or to give the vow of the monks and nuns and so forth, they themselves have to be the holder of the vows. So I don't have the vow of the monks and the nuns, obviously. But those in the Vinaya, it is mentioned that in order to receive the individual liberation vow, like the monks, we say the novice vow, and then the probation vows, and then the fully ordained monk and nuns vows. To do that, there should be at least 4 fully ordained monks when the Lama, they are called the activity master, bestows the ordination. So this is not the ordination of the monks and the nuns or the novice vow. It's just the layman's vow. It's called the Upasika and Upasaka vow. Upasika means the lay woman. Upasaka is the lay men vow, like that. So you can be the witness to those who are taking the vow. So who all are taking vows? Can you identify or, okay.
Yes, my name is Ramon.
Okay, Ramon, I'm
Hi.
happy. Yes. Hi, how are
Thank you. I am good. Happy.
Oh,
Excited.
wonderful. Today is a very, very auspicious day.
Yes, it's good.
Okay. And then who is next?
Guillermina.
I can't really pronounce your name. Could you say it slowly?
Yes, Guillermina. Guillermina.
Okay. Okay. And then I think Alexander is there, isn't it? Alexander?
Yes.
Who else is, okay, Alexander, and then anybody else taking refuge?
I want Kempo. So,
Oh, okay, Vinicius. Okay, wonderful. Okay. So you can stand up and then do 3 prostrations to your shrine. Okay, do 3 prostrations to the shrine. And then you can do 3 prostrations toward me, so toward your, toward where I am shown, maybe in the screen or your. You can do 3 prostrations. So this month is very auspicious. There are 5 special awakened activities of Buddha Shakyamuni happening or anniversaries coinciding with this month. He was conceived on this month. He was born on this month. He attained Buddhahood on this month, and then he also subdued demonic spirits during this month. One of the activities, this is not the month, the miraculous month. The miraculous month is the first day, but he also subdued like demonic spirit on this particular month. And then he finally passed into Mahaparinirvana and Nirvana on this month. So very, very auspicious. Also today we had a lunar eclipse, so makes the day even more powerful. Saga Dawa itself is very powerful, that our actions or the karma or the merit and virtue of our body, speech and mind are multiplied by 100,000 times. But then again, the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse and so forth, again, it is multiplied by 100,000 times. So it's very, very powerful month, powerful day. And also that we still are doing the 100-day mind training retreat. And today, all of our Sangha members who are participating or doing this intensive one-draw mind training retreat of Longchen Nyingtik, we completed the 111,000 refuge accumulation. So it's very, very auspicious day for you all to take refuge. So then you can place your hands together, and then I will just start the sermon. And I am your Lopen, it's called this master of the ceremony. So today I happen to be the Lopen for you, so I will do the ceremony. Jagarikedu Arya Ratna Traya Smriti Sutra Bekedu Faba Kunjo Sum Jesu Jembedo Tamje Kembala Chancellor de Tarsange Chomden de Dejin Sheba Dajomba Yanda Baradope Sange Rikba Dan Shapsu Demba Devara Shekpa Jiten Kemba Kebu Dulwe Kalojurwa Lana Mepa Hada Menam Ki Demba Sange Chomden de Dejin Sheba Dene Sonam Dagi Jutumba Gewe zawa nam chumi zawa, zeba rabdu gemba, sen namki ter namki shi, peje zambo namki treba. Sen namki meto geba, cheyo rembra temba, tongna me tumba meba. Tebe meba namla ngombra gawa, sherab zirgi menemba, tob namla ziwa meba. Semchen tamje ge temba, changju semba namki yap, pagba gangsa namki kyapo, nyangen le debe, dronkar do drowa namki deben. Yeshe padu meba, popa samgin mechaba, sungnambara dangba, yangnimba, kuje, tawe chome sheba, kuchungba meba, teba dagi magyoba, sugdagi newara magyoba. Zumeba dada majeba, dungal dale nambara jolo. Kungbo dale rabdu nambara jolo, kam namdam midemba, kemche nam damba. Kam namdam midemba, kemche nam damba, duva nam. Shindu cheba yongsu dungwa dale nambara jolwa, setpa le jolwa, chuwa le galwa. Yeshe yongsu zopa depa dang ma jemba dang dadar jungwe sangye chomden dam denam ki yeshe la nepa nyange le deba la minepa yangda para neki tala nepa. Semchen tamche la zibe sala shubha te dedani sangye chomden den namki kuchewa yende yangda para namso. dambe chenni tomara gewa bardo gewa tamara gewa den sangbo tsigro sangbo madrepa yongso zoba yongso dagba yongso changwa chomden deki che lekbar songba yangdak par tongwa ne mepa du cheba mepa newara tepa de tongwa la ten yeba keba namke soso rangi rikpara jawa chomden deki songbe che dulwa la lekbar tenpa ngepara jungwa zogbe jangchup to jowara jeba Nutumba mechen duba dan denba tenba yeba juwa cheba wo tekba chenpo geden ni lekbar shukpa, rikbar shukpa, tangpur shukpa, chumbar shukpa, talmo jarwe yeso jurwa, cha jawe yeso jurwa. Senamge palgi shin yen yong su jungwa chenpo chenpe ne su jurwa, kundu yang chenpe ne su jurwa chenpo wo. Papa Gonjo Sumje Su Drembe Do Zoso Gombo Tuje Chedemba Tamje Kemba Temba Bo Sonam Yende Jatso Dejen Shala Chaser Damba Decha Dreveju Giving and Son Ledrochi Chikto Dentam Sojurba Jijur Chala Chaser Drone Droye Lamyante Labadala Raptugi Shinge Damba Yendende Geden Layan Chaser Sange Zola Chaser Joba Shala Chaser Gedun de la chancel lo sumla tatu ge chancel sangye yenden samecha chege yenden samecha geden yenden samecha samecha bla dejen ne nambra me bang samecha namda shindu kewara sho. So that's the recitation of the sutra recollecting the three jewels. So with that preceding the ceremony, that I'm reading this bestowal of the refuge vow from Jabje Dujun B'Shes. The refuge vow bestowal is same, but this is particularly from Jabje Dujun B'Shes composition. Okay, Konjo Sumla Chapsu Dhur Debani Shundu Le. So you all aspiring to take refuge in the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, is absolutely excellent. Te Junsen, why is it so excellent? Because Te Junsen Chapme Be Yang Jigso never Nerse Tamche Dang Yensong Ge Dungal Le Songjing, because refuge is the protection that protects us undeceivingly, without fail, from the suffering of samsara, the fear, the pain, the sorrow, the dukkha, we say, all the troubles of samsara. Tangen korwe nemic cell, then what it also does is it dispels the wrong negative views. And also that since you aspire to attain the state of nirvana, or the state that transcends nirvana, the Buddhahood, because of that, and you have now given rise to the superior intention that surpasses the intention of those who just want to bring the attainment of nirvana for themselves. Tegmen le chansungwa chumbo juwe so penyen taye bayinde, so many and boundless benefits are there in taking refuge. So from the quote, it says, Konjo sumla chabdrowa jigba meba toparjur. When you take refuge in the three jewels, you attain the state of the fearlessness. She sok sungshin, so such are quoted. Nangba sangye pe lamtam chegi jiten medu merungwa sulyang chabdro. This is the indispensable foundation, the ground or the root of the path of Buddhahood. So this is the foundation of all path of Buddhahood. Refuge is the path. So from the it is said in the 70 verses of refuges Even though everyone might have vows, but it is not in those who haven't taken refuge. That's a quote from the 70 verses of Refuge. Domba kunla yemeki chapsu song ma song wala me che song tene tape lamgi tsawa chapsu droe domba yangda chula langwe cher tu dune song de jise jangchup ningbo go fang 원도 마제게 받도 릉아 예숨 교바 첨부 닝탁반에 잡수 조회 된 든바 째직 베디제드제. So in order to properly take refuge within one's mind or within one's mind stream, which is the root of the path of liberation, you'll have to repeat now. Repeat this with respectful body, speech, and mind. So your hands have to be clasped together. If you can kneel down, you can kneel down. Otherwise, if you have problems, then you can just sit and do that. You can be on your knees, put your hands together, and then visualize that Buddha Shakyamuni is present in front of us. We did Buddha Puja, so Buddha Shakyamuni is in the sky in front of us. Think like that. And with respectful body, speech, and mind, that you bow, and with your speech, you recite this sentences or these words of taking refuge. And then you intend from your heart that you want to take refuge from this day forward until you attain Buddhahood. So that is what you need to. So with respectful body, speech, and mind, with wholehearted focused intention that from this moment until I actualize the complete and perfect state of Buddhahood, I take refuge. So you have to think like that. And then what we'll do is we'll recite once in Tibetan. I'll explain what you're saying, and then we have to say that 3 times, okay? So so you'll refer to me as Lopen because I'm the ceremonial master. So Lopen.
Lopen.
Lopen Gongsu Sel.
Lopen Gongsu Sel.
So what you're saying is, Lopen or ceremony master, please heed me. Okay, then you're saying. Dag Ming.
Dagmin.
You have to say your name. You have to call out your name.
Guillermina.
Ramon.
Alexander.
Okay.
Vinicius.
Di She Giba.
Ishik.
Tu Dine.
Trudene.
Zungte.
Sungte.
Jisi.
Jesse.
Sowe Bardo.
Soe Pato.
Kangni Namki.
Kongminki.
Chok.
Chok.
Sangela.
Sangila.
Chapsucho.
Chapsuchu.
Dechakdang.
Ichakwan.
Jalwa.
Delwa.
Namki.
Namki.
Chok.
Chok.
Chela.
Chila.
Chapsu.
Chapsu.
Chiwo.
Chuo.
Sok Namki.
Sogmaki.
Chok.
Chok.
Gendunla.
Yandala.
Nla.
Chapsucho.
Suchu.
Chok.
Dag.
Dag.
Du Dine.
Itene.
Zungte.
Sung.
Jisi.
Jisi.
Jesse.
Sowe Bardo.
Soe Bardo.
Chapsum.
Chapsung.
Jimbe.
Sing.
Genendo.
Yenen.
Lopengi.
Lopengi.
Zungdo Sel.
Sungdu.
So since it's echoing, what we'll do is maybe Ramon, you can say first.
Yeah.
And then what was your name? Culera?
Guillermina.
Okay, you repeat second.
Okay.
And then Alexander, you go third, and then Vinicius, you go fourth. So because you have to, I have to hear you repeat after me. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll wait. We'll pause, and then we'll wait for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So go like that. So now repeat in English. Lopen.
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 Open.
Lopen.
Please heed me.
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 I, and say your name.
I, Ramon,
I, Guillermina.
I, Alexander.
I, Vinicius.
From this day onward,
from this day onward,
From this day onward.
From this day onward.
From this day onward.
until I die,
until I die,
Until I die.
Until I die.
Until I die.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
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 The supreme of all beings.
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 I take refuge in the Dharma.
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 Which is free from defilement and attachment.
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 I take refuge in the Sangha.
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 The supreme of all assemblies.
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 Lopen.
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 So here we can say, bless me to be an upasika is for female. So all three of you who are boys, you have to say upasaka, okay? And you have to say upasika, okay? Bless me to be an upasika or upasaka.
Bless me to be an upasaka.
Bless me to be an upasakai.
Sika.
Upasika.
Mhm.
Bless me to be an upasaka.
Blessed me, Upasaka.
Holding the 3 refuges.
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 From this moment onward.
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 Until I die.
Until I die.
Until I die.
Till I die.
Until I die.
So this is 1 repetition. So okay. Now same next second repetition. Lopen, please heed me.
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 I,
Ramon.
I, Guillermina.
I, Alexander.
I, Vinicius.
from this day onward until I die.
From this day
onward until I die.
From this day onward until I die.
From this day onward until I die.
From this day onward until I die.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha,
I take refuge in the Buddha,
the supreme of all beings.
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 I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
Take refuge in the Dharma,
I take refuge in the Dharma,
which is free from defilement and attachment.
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 I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha,
I take refuge in the Sangha,
the supreme of all assemblies.
Supreme of all assemblies.
The supreme of all assemblies.
the supreme of all assemblies.
the supreme of all assemblies.
Lopen bless me to
Lopen bless me too.
Lopen bless me too.
Lopen bless me too,
Lopan bless me too,
be an upasaka upasika,
To be an upasaka.
To be an upasika.
in Upasaka,
to be a upasaka,
holding the three refuges.
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 From this moment onward until I die.
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 So this is now your second repetition. Now comes the third repetition. As you repeat the third repetition, then in your mind stream, refuge vow takes place. Then I become like the ceremonial master of yours who have given you the refuge vow. Okay, think like that, and in your mind, refuge takes place. So think like that. Okay. Lopen, please heed me.
Lopen, please heed me.
Lopen, please heed me.
Lopen, please heed me.
Lopan, please heed me.
I,
Ramon,
I, Germina.
I, Alexander,
I, Vinicius,
from this day onward until I die,
from this day onward until I die,
From this day onward until I die.
from this day onward until I die.
I take
From this
refuge
day
in the, sorry.
onward until I die.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha,
I take refuge in the Buddha,
The supreme of all beings.
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 I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma,
I take refuge in the Dharma,
Which is free from defilement and attachment.
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 I take refuge in the Sangha.
Take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha,
I take refuge in the Sangha,
The supreme of all assemblies.
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 Lopen bless me.
Lopen bless me.
Lopen bless me.
Lopen bless me,
Lopan bless me,
To be an upasika upasaka.
To be an upasaka.
To be an upasika.
To be an upasaka.
To be an upasaka.
Holding the three refuges.
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 From this moment and onward until I die.
From this moment and onward until I die.
From this moment onward until I die.
From this moment onward until I die.
From this moment onward until I die.
Okay, you repeat it 3 times. I will snap my finger like this. Then I will say, Tabino. So this is the method I'm saying. And then you repeat excellent or lexo, excellent or lexo. So remember, as I snap the finger, then the refuge vow takes place in your mind stream. Tabino.
Excellent.
Lexo.
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 So.
Lexo. Lexo. So that is the refuge vow. The refuge vow has now taken place in your mind stream. Now, having received the refuge vow, there are the trainings of the refuge, what you need to cultivate, what you need to abandon, and what you need to practice like that. So there are 9 trainings altogether. First are the 3 trainings that you need to abandon. Tella kakpe labja sum dang, tupe labja sum dang, mit chatungi labja sum kule. So there are 3 that you need to abandon, 3 that you need to cultivate, and 3 that are kind of what you need to train yourself altogether. 9 precepts or 9 trainings altogether. First, the 3 precepts that you need to 3 trainings that you need to abandon are: having taken refuge in the Buddha, then you are not going to take any protection or seek any protection from worldly gods or ordinary gods or worldly deities and so forth. So that since you're taking refuge in the Buddha, okay, that's 1. Chella chapsu songwe semchen lan ne tej mija. Taking refuge in the Dharma, that you're not going to harm or hurt any sentient beings. So you need to abandon harming or hurting sentient beings. Kendun la chapsu songne mutik chenda thobar mija. Taking refuge in the Sangha, then you don't want to associate with bad influential friends or negative influencing people. Tenyang begil yuldir mutek ngesum mujung chang midig la ngamba nam mutek dan trawe denam dang midrox power. So here non-believers is whom you need to stay away from, it says. Although in Tibet there were non-believers, but you have to stay away from those who are negative people. So stay away from negative people. That's the 3 precepts that you need to, or 3 trainings that you need to abandon. The 3 precepts or trainings that you need to accomplish. Nipa tuve labja sumni sangye chapsu songni sangye ki kuten thana tsatsa chak dum samla yang sangye nge ki dushe shangne chache kurti jay. Taking refuge in the Buddha. Then now any image, any representations of the Buddha, like statues or pictures or anything like cast molded Buddha, like we say tsatsa and so forth, even if it is a fragment, a broken piece of the Buddha and so forth, you have to respect that as the representation of Buddha. So if they have fallen in like dirty places or unclean, like inappropriate places, then you pick it up and then you place it on a nice, clean place, like that. So Chela chapsu songni cheke ten tanna songrab ki yige druchik yen la chekon chonge ki dushe shanne kurti danga so mama tarjao. And then so you respect that as the actual Buddha, and then you make offerings to it, and then you bow and prostrate to that, like that. Taking refuge in the Dharma, then all the Dharma teachings, the scripts, even single letter of the Dharma, then you would respect it as the representation of Buddha's wisdom speech or Buddha's speech, like that. And then again, if they are fallen in dirty places and so forth, you pick it up and then place in a clean place, and then make offerings and prostrate and respect. Gendun la chapso sone gedun ge tuk gedun ge zuk tang sham tsam temba yen la gedun kunchu nge ge du shu jane kurti sok mama shinjao. So taking refuge in the Sangha, then those who are dressed in the Sangha robes and clothing like that, then even if they might not be the Sangha, but if they are clothed like in the Sangha, then you consider them as the actual Sangha and respect and make offerings. So these are the three trainings of what you need to cultivate. Now the three that are the mixed kind of chas, sumpa chadun ge labja sumni, tudusu koncho chepala zemba dang. So day after day or time to time, and always you need to make offerings to the Buddha. So like if you are eating or drinking and so forth, before you drink for yourself, you make offerings. You pick up, like if it's a tea, then you can do the prayer, like the precious Buddha, the supreme teacher, the precious holy Dharma, the supreme protector, the precious holy Sangha, the supreme guide. To you, precious triple gems, I make offerings. So like that, you make offerings, and then you can receive the blessings and eat or drink like that. So anything that you see, like flowers, a beautiful landscape, or beautiful weather, or whatever you see that is nice and beautiful, you make offerings to the Buddhas, like that. So you strive yourself in making offerings. So when you make offerings, you accumulate merit. So you so day and night you would recite the prayer. I take refuge in the Lama, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. So you recite the refuge prayer day and night whenever you have time. So you have to do that refuge prayer. I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. So you can recite those prayers. Kebu dambala tene chegi jesu jokshin chedan tumba chebao. Then now having taken refuge, you have to now approach spiritual teachers. You have to find qualified masters, and then take them as your teacher, receive the teachings from them, and then train yourself in those teachings, practice them, and then bring forth the accomplishment of those practice and teachings. So these are the 9 trainings of refuge, okay? Deta bulab janam yilla sungne chen shejin tang dembe tu tak tu lapar gishi. So knowing these 3 trainings, always bringing mindfulness and awareness in your mind, constantly train yourself in this practice. That's what Chapter Rinpoche is saying. So practice. Keki denchembo drupara jurwa, you will be able to accomplish inconceivable benefit. So then, usually, if you are in the presence, we clip a small hair from you. I told Ramon to keep a scissor, but I didn't say, do you have scissors? If you don't have scissors, maybe nail clipper or something, you have to clip your hair from here, from the crown. So if you know other use, you can use knife. You can use a knife or whatever you have. So it's auspicious interdependence, we say, because it's a sign that your body has now changed, has transformed. Your mind, you have taken refuge. Your body, from here now, it's a sign of renunciation. So, but before you clip, I will have to ask you something. I have to ask your permission. So when we do, we ask like, do you rejoice in clipping your hair? You know, Zupi is called like the crown hair.
Yes.
And then you used to say yes, yeah.
Yes.
The word is okay.
I did it already.
Okay, I will say that in Tibetan. The Supu Jakparatawam. They say, do you rejoice in clipping your crown hair? Then your answer should be trolla. Trolla is trolla. I do, meaning I do. Okay.
Chola.
Okay. Supu Jakparatawam. So trolla.
Chola.
Trolla. Now refuge. And then also, Ramon, I told you to bring like a red shirt or yellow shirt or anything like. You can just, if you don't have it, you can wear it tomorrow. So tomorrow, during the morning, you can take shower and then wear that red robe. So it's a indication that your body has it's changed. Your body, your mind has been now entered, has taken the refuge like that. Okay.
Yes.
So it's congratulations to you all. Then I'll do a auspicious prayer. Okay. Chumge children came mention children number down them lomsem mebe children parrot Chun Chun Zo Shoi Gyawa Kungi Jesu Lob Jurte Sambo Che Bayan So Zo Jitin Children Tre Bedrema Tauto Manyam Ke Meche Bra Shoi Shen She Che Pangwe Gombetu Milam Nayang De Sem Mi Jung She Changchu Semdan Namya Midwe Children Pin Som Sol De Tra Alalahu. You all are now ceremonially a refuge vow holder.
Yes, thank you.
So with the merit that you have accumulated by taking refuge, we dedicate for the Buddhahood of all motherly sentient beings. In particular, then in general, may all excellence of this world be abundant, and then may this pandemic, all these unfavorable circumstances be completely and swiftly eradicated. Okay.
Temple.
Yes.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I will give you names. I'll send you names. So send me your email or send me your mailing address or email. I will send you your names, refuge names. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So thank you all for joining. And thank you for witnessing this refuge ceremony. It's a great merit for all of us that, in this time of the degenerate age, someone to turn their mind toward Buddha Dharma is inconceivable. So let's all rejoice in their this noble, how would you say, like noble undertaking or their noble intention.
Alalaho.
Alalaho, mabe. Okay. How are you all?
Can should I clip my hair now?
Oh yeah, you can clip this one right here from the crown, right, not from the back, but right here, the crown. This take a bunch, like maybe 4 or 5 strands like that, and then cut from the as close as from the bottom like that. Like that. Alalaho, you guys. Nice. And save the hair. Save that hair and then put it in an envelope. And next time when you go to like to the ocean or to the mountain top somewhere, you can dispose that. Don't toss it in your garbage. You have to keep it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Auspicious day, auspicious undertaking. So may your wishes be fulfilled without any hindrances. May the blessings of the Lama, the Gurus, the Buddha, and the Bodhisattvas all enjoin their sublime intention to make this swiftly accomplished. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Now that's it, Dime. Okay, so that's all. If you have any question, you may ask, but if you don't, then thank you again. Okay. It's an auspicious day that we end. And let's do the ending here. We have to end. On the Buddha Puja, we're on page 125. Page 125. Nandra Riksun Hanga Che Gui Ngang Kudan Yeshe Rabba Jamle Be Sapsan Eljor Chembo Nyamlen La Erme Tuki Tigle Rochik So Jewa Kuntu Yang Lamana Dalme Chege Pella Longe Jing Sadan Lamge Yenten Rabzote Palden Lame Gofan Roto Sho Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindhi Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindhi Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Sindhi Om Ahum Benzai Guru Pema Sindhi Om Ahum Benzai Guru Pema Tetrinsa Benzar Samaya Hadza Sindhi Pala Om Ahum Benza Guru Pema Tetrinsa Benza Samaya Hadza Sindhi Pala Allahu, everybody. Yes. How are you, Jangchu Dorkar? Long time no see. Oh, I forgot to, there were many people who sent donations for the talk. So I thought all of them, but I forgot to mention their names. So our next talk, I will read out their names. Sorry. Thank you, everybody. Okay, rest well, and then think of the Buddha. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Genpo.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you for taking refuge, you all. Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
to the rest of
Rinpoche.
you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, Valerie. Bye, Juncture Broker. Bye, Lindsay. Bye. I'll have to practice saying her name. I forgot. Okay, bye, Ramon and Vinicius and Alexander.
Good night, Kempo.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye, Tsering Chuki.